Choosing the wrong Windows Server edition during installation is one of the most common and most expensive mistakes that we see. This is because once the server is installed, configured, and in use, changing editions is not always simple and in some cases not possible without rework. In this video, I'll walk you through how to choose the correct Windows Server edition during install, what each option is actually for, and how this applies to Windows Server 2025 and earlier versions. This is one of those decisions where clicking next too fast can come back to haunt you later. During Windows Server installation, you're typically presented with multiple editions. They may look similar, they install the same way, and they also boot to the same desktop. But under the surface, the capabilities, limits, and licensing implications are very different. Choosing incorrectly can result in A, missing features you later need, B, unnecessary licensing costs, C, virtualization limitations, or a complete reinstall. Across Windows Server 2016, 2019, 2022, and now 2025, the core editions are consistent. You'll typically see Standard, Datacenter, and sometimes Essentials on older releases. Each serves a different use case. Windows Server Standard is designed for general-purpose server workloads. It's a strong fit if you are running basic file and print services, hosting Active Directory, managing a small number of applications, or using limited virtualization. Standard includes most core Windows Server functionality, but it does have virtualization limits. Specifically, it allows 2 virtual machines per license, assuming the host is only used to manage those VMs. If you exceed that, you need additional licenses. Windows Server Datacenter is built for highly virtualized and enterprise environments. Its biggest advantages include unlimited virtualization rights, advanced features like storage spaces direct, software-defined networking, and finally, more advanced clustering and resiliency options. If you plan to run many virtual machines on a single host, Datacenter often becomes the cost-effective option over time, despite the higher upfront license cost. Datacenter is not better by default, it's better for those specific scenarios. Windows Server Essentials appears mainly in older versions and is designed for very small businesses. It has some strict limitations, including user and device caps, reduced feature sets, and limited scalability. In most modern environments, Essentials is either unsupported or not recommended. For new deployments, it's generally better to focus on Standard or Datacenter. Now, during installation, you're asked to choose between server with a desktop experience or server core. The choice is separate from the edition, but just as important. The desktop experience includes a full graphical interface and is easier for administrators who prefer GUI-based management. Server core is lighter, more secure, and more efficient, but it requires comfort with PowerShell and remote management. If you're unsure, desktop experience is usually the safer choice. You can always manage complexity later. You cannot manage what you can't access. So here are a few practical questions to help you choose the right edition. Before we click install, ask yourself, how many virtual machines will this server host? Will the server grow significantly over time? Do I need advanced storage or clustering features? Is this a production server or a test environment? If virtualization is minimal and growth is limited, Standard is usually sufficient. If virtualization is heavy or growth is expected, Datacenter can often make more sense long term. Another mistake people make is focusing only on installation and not on licensing implications. Windows Server licenses are tied to core counts, not just editions. Using the wrong license type or improperly sourced licenses can lead to activation failures, compliance issues, or unexpected reactivation problems later. Especially with newer server versions, license legitimacy and proper sourcing matter. If you're interested in purchasing Windows Server licenses, we offer genuine Microsoft licenses here at Indigo Software, and we'll leave all of the relevant links in the description below. In some cases, upgrading from Standard to Datacenter is possible. In other cases, it's not clean or supported. You should always assume that the edition you install is the one that you will be living with. That's why this decision should be intentional and not rushed. So here's a short summary. Standard is best for low virtualization and general workloads, and Datacenter is best for heavy virtualization and advanced features. Essentials is legacy and limited, rarely recommended today. When it comes to desktop versus core, choose based on management comfort, not optimism. We'd recommend that you take some time to think this through, as this can save you some time later. Choosing the right Windows Server edition isn't complicated, but it is critical. We recommend to make the decision based on how the server will actually be used, not what sounds best or cheapest in the moment. If this helped to clarify the decision, consider subscribing for more practical, real-world guidance on Windows Server, licensing, and long-term system planning. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about anything we covered, feel free to drop those in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. Again, if you're interested in purchasing genuine Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll have all the links in the description below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any specific ideas, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer commented video requests get made into actual videos on our channel. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support our channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.